Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Monday morning meditation. Thank you for being here with us today. Today is our final Monday morning meditation until we take a break for the summer, just because I have too many plans to have our online consistency for the next couple of months. So it's just easier to say, okay, we're going to just take a break until September. So we've been working on establishing your meditation practice every day so that you can continue that being in that flow of life, which is our theme for this year. Being in the flow of life and being in that flow of yourself and continuing that exercise of working with the mind and maintaining your poise, which is our theme for today. I was working with my own mind, which is usually the subject matter of our topics for Monday mornings. Just that firsthand experience makes a difference. And the poise of the mind comes from our meditation practice. Meditation is the skill that helps with that poise. And there are lots of activities that we can do that also help. Going for a walk can help with our mental mind body system poise, yoga, tai chi, any kind of exercise can help us. Being creative can help us because I am, this is not my skill, but people who paint or work with different kind of medium can really get into that focus of focusing on something and zeroing their minds in on one thing at a time, which is what we do in our meditation time. We really try to focus on one thing at a time. And as I was thinking about that, those activities are wonderful, but meditation is still the practice that takes us out of the world completely, that takes us out of activity, that takes us out of anything else that we're doing. We can read a book and have our mind be one pointed on the story, but there's still the mind working. When we are meditating, we are just focusing on what's happening on the inside, what's happening on the inside of our bodies, what's happening on the inside of our mind. Even if we are noticing any sound going on in our world around us, we are still bringing our focus back to that internal goings on that there's always something going on. And the more we can just notice it and let it be, that strengthens our internal poise. So then when we are going about our day and all of life's ups and downs and all the many different happenings in the world that are happening all the time, day to day, we can maintain that. In therapy land, we call it regulation. Our nervous system is regulated, we're calm, we aren't mm, flying off the handle emotionally in one direction or another. We have that poise, we have that observer self. In Buddhism, they call it the witness. We are just noticing the what's happening on the outside and what's happening on the inside at the same time. And that only comes from poise. And that skill of poise that we all possess comes from that practice of, okay, I don't have to run off with my thoughts. I don't have to run off with that body pain right now. I can just notice it, just be with it. I don't have to run off with whatever I'm seeing in the news today. I can just notice it, do what I need to do about it, and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. And with our theme this year of being in the flow of life, it's always about moving forward, no matter what rocks are in our pathway, whatever comes up, we notice it, we do what we need to do, and we keep moving. We just keep moving. And so part of just keeping moving is being able to just keep being, which is what we're going to focus on today. So I invite you to get comfortable where you are if you're not already. Just get into a position in your chair that is comfortable enough that you can just drop the body, just let it relax. And even if there's body pains, you can relax enough where you can just let those pains be. Just let them be. Just let the body melt into your chair. And we take a couple of deep breaths to continue to help that body melt, to relax. And then just notice your breath. Just at whatever its natural pace is right now. Just notice it. We're going to support that breath coming in and out through the activity of the belly, of the diaphragm, rather than the lungs. Just feel that belly moving, extending as you breathe in, and relaxing toward the spine as you breathe out. We're just going to focus on that breath movement for a few moments. When we breathe through the belly, the breaths are just naturally a little deeper than when we're containing our breath through the lungs, lifting the chest as we breathe, our shallower breaths. We breathe from that belly, and it's a deeper whole body breath. And we don't even have to breathe in deeply from that belly. We just breathe from the belly. Just breathe from the belly. The, the picture or the sense that's coming to me right now is just like we're holding that breath in our hands, in our arms, right before us. We're holding that breath and embracing it as we breathe in and feeling it move out from our body, our arms, our hands as we breathe out. Just feel that closeness of that breath. When other thoughts come in, which they will, just notice them and bring your attention back to this breath that you're embracing. We're not holding the breath, we're just letting it move freely. No matter what's happening in the body, no matter what's happening in the mind, the breath is consistent. The breath doesn't care what's happening in the mind. It's not important. Our thoughts come and go, our emotions come and go, our opinions come and go. And the breath doesn't care. The breath is always doing its job. It's always present. It's always nurturing every cell of our bodies. It's always there, ready to calm the nervous system, to bring us back to poise. And just like when we're driving a car or riding a bicycle, and that vehicle will go in the direction our eyes are looking, so too does the mind. So if we stare at those thoughts that go through our head, the rest of us will follow. If we just notice those thoughts and bring our attention back to our breath, our whole mind body system follows, relaxes. Let's go. And all we have to do is breathe. Breathe from that belly, that embracing breath. And don't worry if the mind wanders. That's what it does. We just bring our attention back to that belly and its movement with each breath. And as you keep breathing, keep bringing your attention back to that breath. You may notice your body is calmer than when we started. Your mind perhaps has slowed down, even just a little. But if it hasn't, that's okay. The mind does what the mind does, and it doesn't matter. What matters is where we are putting our attention, our focus. So just keep bringing your attention back to the breath and let the mind do what the mind does. For our time, the mind is not important. It doesn't matter. What matters is our attention and that breath that is loving and nurturing every cell of our bodies. Just watch the breath. If you find yourself needing to pull your attention out of thoughts, out of sounds around you, out of even what the body is doing, and pulling that attention back to your breath, that's wonderful practice. We use the mind in so many ways. It is used to dominating. So, in a way, we're taking back power from being pulled around by the mind to being able to quiet it down at will. The mind is what winds up the nervous system, and our presence and our attention on the breath, away from the stories of the mind, calms us down and brings us that poise that we seek. Being reminded of a saying that I've read sometime in the last few years, that the mind is a wonderful servant and a terrible master. It pulls us all over the place, tears our emotions this way and that way. But it's great at paying bills, and it's great at giving directions, getting us where we need to go. But it doesn't know how to just be. That's a different part of us. We are not the mind. We are that presence that can pull our attention out of what the mind is doing into our breath. That part of us that does that is more who we are. And that is what we cultivate during our meditation time. And if you have time today to just keep practicing bringing your mind back to your breath and just hanging out with your breath, I invite you to just keep going with that. If you need to go about your day, then just take a couple of deep breaths to help your mind body system switch gears. Feel your feet on the floor and your body in your chair. Thank you for being here with me today. It's always wonderful practice for me to do this with you together. And welcome. And have a wonderful summer. And we have lots of meditations on YouTube if you want to tap into any of those on the YouTube channel. And there's millions of YouTube videos of meditation if you want a guided meditation to keep your practice. But that's the most important thing. It doesn't matter how you're incorporating that meditation time. It's just important that you keep it up. Keep your meditation time every day, even just for 5 minutes. If that's all you have time for, 5 minutes goes a long way to continue to build that muscle of presence and poise and being present with yourself instead of present with the mind going all over. So have a wonderful Independence Day, and I look forward to seeing you in a couple months. Bye-bye.